Today, I want to talk about anxiety. Most of us just want it gone. We want to wake up in the morning and feel calm and clear and confident with no tight chest, no racing thoughts, no second guessing everything we said yesterday. Sounds nice, right? But what if I told you the goal isn't to get rid of anxiety? If you make that the goal, you'll spend your whole life running from it and feeling like you're failing every time it shows up again. It's not supposed to disappear. It's supposed to be understood. Anxiety is your brain trying to keep you safe. It's scanning for possible danger. That's its job. And when you see it that way, you realize nothing's gone wrong with you for feeling it. Welcome to Feel Better, Live Better. I'm your host, Stephanie Bridges, and each week we talk about simple ways to fuel your body, free your mind, and create the energy and confidence you need to live well. Let's get started. Think about how we talk about anxiety. I had such bad anxiety today, or I shouldn't be anxious, I know better. That kind of thinking turns anxiety into a problem that we have to fix instead of a feeling that we can handle. But anxiety isn't proof that you're weak or broken or behind. It's proof that your brain is doing exactly what it was designed to do, to look for what could go wrong so it can protect you from pain. When you stop making anxiety mean something's wrong, it loses its power. You can still feel anxious and move through your day. You can still have a racing heart and sweaty palms and thoughts that are spinning and go pick up your kids from school or write an email or make dinner. It's not all or nothing. Anxiety is just a vibration in your body. Yes, it's uncomfortable, but it isn't dangerous. We think something's wrong when we feel anxious, and somewhere along the way we learn to kind of demonize it. When did we start believing it was bad to feel anxious before a big meeting or a first date or speaking in front of people? Those are completely natural human reactions. When we fight against those feelings, that energy doesn't disappear, it gets stuck in our body. And over time, it starts showing up in moments that normally wouldn't cause anxiety. And because we never let those emotions move through us, they start to loop on repeat. When you try to get rid of anxiety, notice what happens. You tense up, you start judging yourself, and you might even go into panic. Now you've got anxiety about your anxiety. And that second layer is what drains you, not that first wave of being anxious. It's like standing in the ocean as a wave comes in. If you stiffen up and you try to block it, it's going to knock you over. If you let it just wash over you, it passes by. And that's what allowing looks like. When anxiety shows up, most of us rush to fix it. We push it down, we distract ourselves, or try to outrun it. But the real work of this happens when you slow it down. Allowing doesn't mean that you like anxiety or that you want more of it. It just means that you stop fighting what's already there. So when you feel that tightness in your chest or the buzzing in your head or that numbness in your hands, I want you to just take a moment and slow it down. Notice the thoughts racing in your mind and simply name what's happening. Okay, I feel anxious right now. And that's it. There's no story, no judgment. And notice where it lives in your body. Is it in your chest or your throat or your stomach? When you really stop and slow it down and feel it, you can describe it. Does it feel heavy? Does it feel warm? Is it like a buzzing sensation? Is it fast or slow? And then you just remind yourself, it feels scary, but a feeling can't hurt me. That's a simple shift, noticing it instead of reacting to it. That creates space between you and the emotion. Now you're not lost in it, you're just observing it. And the minute you become the watcher instead of the reactor, anxiety actually starts to loosen its grip. And that's the clean pain, the raw emotion without the drama on top of it. It's just a vibration passing through your body. When you let yourself feel it all the way through, it fades on its own. And when you stop fighting it and actually feel it, you realize that it's not dangerous. It might be uncomfortable, but it always passes. The more you do this, the less control anxiety has over you, because now you know it's just a sensation and not this big emergency. When you allow anxiety, you're building trust in yourself. You start realizing, wow, I can feel this and still be okay and know this is normal. And that's going to keep you much more grounded. So real freedom doesn't come when the anxiety is gone, not when it disappears. It comes when it stops running your life. It's like when your child is pulling on your sleeve, "Mom, Mom, Mom," and the more you ignore them, the louder they're going to get. But if you take a minute and just kneel down and look at them in the face and listen to them, even just for a few seconds, then they quiet down. And your body's the same way. It just wants to be heard. When you give anxiety a space to exist, instead of trying to push it away, then it doesn't have to scream anymore. Every time you let yourself feel anxious without panicking about it, you get stronger. Think of it like strength training for your nervous system. The first little while it feels hard and you want to quit, but over time your tolerance grows and you learn not to be afraid. So we're not eliminating the discomfort, but trusting that you can handle it. So when anxiety loses its power, you still get nervous before a presentation or a date or a doctor's appointment, but it doesn't take over. It just becomes that background noise. You move through it because you know it's temporary, and you stop waiting to feel calm before you live your life. You'll still have days where anxiety is going to surprise you, but instead of spiraling, now you get to think, oh, there you are again, and you stop rearranging your life to avoid a feeling. All right, so let's jump into our subconscious release clearing for today. If you have never done this with me before, it's super easy. I will just say deep breath in. You'll take a breath in and you'll hold your breath. While you're holding your breath, I'll say the statement. You repeat it silently in your mind, and then you can breathe out. And that's it. All right, deep breath in. I release all anger with, other people don't struggle like I do. Something must be wrong with me. Deep breath in. I release all shame with, other people don't struggle like I do. Something must be wrong with me. Deep breath in. I release all judgment with, other people don't struggle like I do. Something must be wrong with me. And deep breath in. I release all blocks to letting go with, other people don't struggle like I do. Something must be wrong with me. And deep breath in and out. Deep breath in, I release all anxiousness with, if I allow anxiety, it will get worse or take over. Deep breath in, I release all resistance with, if I allow anxiety, it will get worse or take over. Deep breath in, I release all dread with, if I allow anxiety, it will get worse or take over. And deep breath in, I release all blocks to allowing with, if I allow anxiety, it will get worse or take over. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in, I release all hate with, feeling anxious means something is wrong with me. Deep breath in, I release all fear with, feeling anxious means something is wrong with me. Deep breath in, I release all resentment with, feeling anxious means something is wrong with me. Deep breath in, I release all blocks to support with, feeling anxious means something is wrong with me. And deep breath in and out. All right, now that we've cleared that out, now we're going to fill that space back up with something positive. So we do this the same way. Deep breath in. I'm so happy and grateful. It's safe for me to feel what I feel. My body and mind are learning anxiety isn't danger, and I can stay calm as it passes through. And deep breath in and out. Good job. So this is what I want to leave with you today. The goal isn't to get rid of anxiety. The goal is to stop letting it mean something's gone wrong. You were never meant to live without uncomfortable emotions. Sorry to say that. I know that comes probably as a shock and a disappointment. You were meant to live with confidence that you can feel those emotions and still keep moving forward. Anxiety doesn't have to shrink your world. When you allow it, when you stop fighting it and resisting it, it actually shrinks on its own. So the next time it shows up, don't rush to fix it. Just take a breath, notice what it feels like in your body, remind yourself it's safe to feel this way. You don't have to like it, you just have to let it exist. That's how peace starts. Not when the emotion disappears, but when you realize it never had the power to control you in the first place. Thanks for joining me today on Feel Better, Live Better. If you're ready to take the next step, be sure to go to my website, livingthebestyou.com. You'll find free resources and the support you need to accomplish your goals. And if this podcast connects some dots for you, please follow and share with a friend. Until next time, remember, when you feel better, you really do live better.